It was saggy. I mean, most things we'd done, but that we hadn't tackled. My husband didn't like roofs anyway. So it was obvious it needed doing. So just one of the things that wasn't done, because the winter's coming on as well. It's not funny when you think you're going to have things coming in your roof and what have you.
Although the area looks very rich, our people are not on huge wages. They work in tourism, they work in agriculture. So this scheme provides them access to money which makes sure that they can keep their houses in good order.
Wessex Home Improvement Loans is a community development finance institution. What Wessex Home Improvement Loans offers that is of value to the community is financial inclusion.
We needed to make the best use of public money, so rather than giving out grants, which are effectively free money, we decided to develop a loan scheme. And this particular scheme is to help more vulnerable people who can't access normal high street lenders, the banks and building societies.
We were successful at the early days working with the initial local authorities who came together with us to bid for some funds from central government, and we were successful in obtaining just over £2.5 million at that time, and that money was split up amongst the local authorities, and we said that we would manage that fund on their behalf and that we would lend it to the clients that they wanted to refer to us. Most of those loans are quite small in terms of amounts of money, but it's big in terms of impact. Sometimes our clients have never borrowed at all, and they would have an understandable concern about taking on a commitment. We think it's really important to lend at a low rate of interest so that they don't have to worry about the commitment that they're taking on financially.
Some of the older ladies that we deal with have lost their partners, and partners who could have historically dealt with all the finances and everything in the house, and they didn't really have a lot to do with it, and they're having to take all of that on board and the maintenance of the property, and they're not really sure where to go or who to turn to for help.
It's been a while.
It has,
It's been. It must have been quite a relief for the council to have some sort of support for the works and, financially.
And somebody to monitor it all the time.
Yes.
You see, that was very important because it would have worried Ken. It was even more difficult for Ken because I could still, at that time, get in the bath upstairs, but he couldn't. So it was essential for him having the shower was downstairs, you see. He could not get in the bath as I could, so he used it every day.
Made a difference to him.
Yeah, it made all the difference to him.
We just help them and guide them through it, and with the help of the local authorities, get the work sorted for them so that they don't really have to worry about it. Any questions or anything like that come up, we're here in person to deal with, and that's what's important, it is the personal touch.
The scheme has been replicated across the southwest, already in Devon and also in Wiltshire. So we would definitely advocate other people should join it or create their own consortia, because it's a successful scheme which works for people. We've given loans to first-time buyers, which has helped them get into the market. So that's to help them with the deposits, which are obviously quite high at the moment. There are very high house prices in this area. There's a lot of holiday homes, so that it's a particular problem of keeping young people in the area. So if we can give them an opportunity to stay, then that's a good thing.
The big issue is about the quality of people's lives. It's about thinking differently about how the needs of those people can be met in the future. Grants aren't a sustainable form of finance. That money isn't available on an ongoing basis, but the sort of fund that we have built up in the West Country, and I think is available to local authorities in the future, is that it's an ongoing recyclable scheme where those funds are available for clients on an ongoing basis, so that as money is repaid, then it's available again and again and again.
The houses are part of their family lives, and it's where their children grew up, and it's their home, and they don't want to leave, they want to stay there and carry on living there, so we hope to achieve getting the work done and helping them stay there. But it's what's important to them that's important to us, really.
I mean, without this, I couldn't have stayed here. Well, I suppose I'd have waited till the roof fell in and I'd have to move, I suppose. It's very good now, very comfortable now. I love this house.